Well, hello everybody. David here. Um, I don't know if if you're not into Forrest Fenn, then you don't know this, but his treasure has been found, and I've been reading a lot and watching a lot of videos on YouTube about it being found. And as somebody who did 3 boots on the ground trips looking for the treasure, the thing about it is, sure, I wish I could have found it, but I enjoyed, number one, the vacations, the trips going out in the woods. And number two, just the thrill of going out there and seeing if I could solve it. But one thing, since it's been found, that is kind of annoying me is Forrest released a statement saying that the person who found it is from back east and he's shy and he doesn't want his identity to be known. And Forrest said that he was going to release pictures. Well, with everything that's been going on, with all the people that's died searching for the treasure, and with all the lawsuits that have been filed in court recently, one of the things that kind of made this seem kind of shady to me was pictures. If Forrest releases pictures don't mean anything, because if this guy is shy and he doesn't want his identity to be known, of course any pictures are just going to be of the chest or the contents of the chest. So how do I know that those are recent pictures and they're not pictures from when Forrest still had the chest in his possession? Or how do I not know that Forrest himself either never hid the treasure or decided to go out and take the treasure himself because of all the lawsuits and the people dying, and just end it once and for all? Without showing the person's face and them holding it up with today's newspaper or something to identify the time, that could be a picture of anything from any time. And secondly, one of the things that I've heard watching videos on YouTube with some of the people that talk to Forrest is Forrest said that it'll be up to the finder if he wants to release where he found it. Why is that? If Forrest really wants to prove to people that, number one, there was a chest, he doesn't have to do anything with the finder. If the finder wants to remain anonymous, fine, let him remain anonymous. But Forrest could publish a detailed breakdown of the clues, what each clue means, exactly where warm water's hot, exactly what the House of Brown is, exactly where what the blaze is. And he doesn't even have to show the exact spot. He could just say the state and then break down what each clue means. Because if Forrest doesn't break down the clues, like I said, the finder, he can keep quiet for the rest of his life. He doesn't want the hoopla of the media. He doesn't want the IRS coming down on him. That's fine. He doesn't have to say a word. But in order for me to believe that this was actually real and it wasn't a hoax, or that Forrest didn't himself just say, well, I'm going to end it myself, and went out and took it back, I need to see something more than a picture. Forrest needs to break down each of the clues, and we need to see a picture with a date on it, like something that shows like today's newspaper or something. Because if we don't see that, that picture could have been taken whenever, or he needs to break down the clues. Because if he doesn't do this, then as somebody who's always supported Forrest and who's always believed that the treasure was real and who actually went out looking for it 3 times, I'm not angry, because people will say, oh, you're just angry because you didn't find it. No, I'm not. Sure, I wish I could have found it, but like I said, to me, solving was just as fun, and going out and, doing the adventure was just as fun. Because I always believed it was in New Mexico, and the time that I was in New Mexico, the 3 times that I did boots on the ground, I was up there working anyway, so I was getting paid to be there, and all my housing was getting paid for. So when I went and did my boots on the ground trips, it was just because, I had discovered this treasure hunt, believed it was in New Mexico, and on my days off went and had fun. So really, the only money that I actually had in it was just my gas and my time. That's it. So I didn't spend a lot of money. I know there's people out there that spent thousands, and I think I spent, over the 3 trips that I went, maybe a couple $100 in gas and food. And like I said, all my lodging and my time up there was paid for by my company that I was working for. I did it on my days off. So it didn't cost me no money, so I'm not bad at all. I just want to know, truth. If it was found, I need to see a date. A picture's not going to do it, because that picture could have been taken at any time. And secondly, Forrest needs to break down each clue, say what they mean. Because if he does that, then I'll be like, okay, it's really at the end. He's breaking it down. Because if he does it this way, where he never shows a picture that is dated now, obviously with something in the background that shows today's date, or if he doesn't break down the clues and he just says, well, the finder doesn't want me to release any information, then I'll believe that this was a hoax, or that Forrest himself, because of the lawsuits and because of the people dying, finally said, I'm just going to end this, and went out and retrieved the treasure, or had somebody do it for him. So I hope that's not true, and I'm going to give Forrest the benefit of the doubt, but he should have released this. He could release this on Dell's site, a breakdown of all the clues, because I think he owes it to the community. So, like I said, unless he does that, then I'll be forced to believe that this is just a bit of hoax from the beginning. I hope not. So this is David. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.